Hi guys, Love Book Triangle Lindsay here, and today I am going to be talking about my signed book series number 4, and it's books that I have signed and that I have read. It's a beautiful day here finally. It was like 85 degrees yesterday. Now it's down to like 69, 70. It's gorgeous out, got the windows open, enjoying the weather. Even Sherman's enjoying the weather. First off, I'm going to start with Hooking Up by Helena Hunting. This is the second book in her Shacking Up series. I actually won this. I have met Helena before, but this one I won, and it came signed. And it came with a bookmark. I really enjoyed these first two books so far. I Flippin' Love You is next, but they're really funny. Lexington, Bancroft, they're really great characters and really good guys, and I just really enjoyed them a lot, so I would definitely recommend this series, book 1 and book 2 by Helena Hunting. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. It was really great to meet her. I didn't know if I'd be able to because she was in such high demand at the signing I went to. I believe it was her first big signing because she has some anxiety when it comes to being around a lot of people, and she did have to take a break or two during the signing itself, and she had wristbands. The numbers were so high, but luckily I got her. I was so excited. And this is her off-campus series. This is the first book. The characters in this book are Garrett and Hannah, and it actually is around hockey. Garrett is a hockey player, and Hannah is in the same class as him, and he needs some help to study and make the grades, stay on the team. I really recommend this book, and since I'm a hockey lover, that little extra added benefit to the story was good for me. It's just, they're a really cute couple. It's a really good story, and all of the off-campus series books are really enjoyable. The couples are great, they're fun, and these are actually the older covers that first came out. She redid the covers, so you might not see the editions like this, or if you do find them, they might cost a little more. But I think the new ones have girls on them instead of the guys. Great series, definitely recommend it. And here it is. I'm going to show you another book that involves Elle Kennedy, but it is by Aaron Watt, so it also is by Jen Frederick. They are the Aaron Watt writing duo. Now, I hope I get this right, because sometimes I get a little confused. I believe what the story is that Jen is the Aaron Rodgers fan, so she's the Aaron, and Elle is the J.J. Watt fan, so she's the Watt, which if you don't know those names, they have to do with football. Sorry if I have that wrong. I always am getting them mixed up, but that is how they came up with Aaron Watt for their love of football. This is the first book in the Paper Princess series. It's about a girl who has been dealing with some rough times. Her mom died. She's on her own, and I believe she's 17 years old. If not, like 16, 17, 18, but I think it's 17. And this guy all of a sudden shows up. It's like, you're coming with me, I'm your guardian. And like, she doesn't want to just go with this random guy, but turns out this guy was actually best friends with her dad, who had died, and he is trying to do good by his best friend and provide for this girl, for his best friend's daughter. And they are a rich family. They are called the Royals. That's why it says the Royals will ruin you. So these royal boys are very mean to her when she first appears, because they think she's in it for the money. In reality, she's not, and these boys kind of rule the school where they're at. It is private school, and all the boys, they have everyone under their thumb. They follow what they say, so if they say don't like this girl, they're not going to like this girl, which makes her life even harder. So there's a lot of trouble and hardship she has to go to try to prove herself, and not that she really cares if these people are on her side or not, but there's just a lot going on, and she's not the only one with issues. This family has huge issues of their own, but the story, it really sucks you in, and all this other stuff happens, and then you really want to read the next ones. I have only read the first 3 of the series so far. I believe there is 5, but correct me if I'm wrong, please. I think 4 and 5 follow one of the other brothers. Next, I will show you 2 books by Penelope Ward and V. Keeland. They are a duo that likes writing a lot together. I only have this signed by Penelope Ward because she was the one at the signing I was at. I have another one signed by her that kind of looks like this, but I did not read that one. I read Playboy Pilots and Mr. Moneybags. I read these a while ago. Girl has been having some troubles and some issues, and she goes to the airport wanting to get away. She really doesn't know where she wants to get away yet, and she meets this guy at the airport bar lounge, and he says this is where she should go. He ends up being the pilot, and he takes her to this place that he always stays at when he is flying to this place that they go, and he takes her there. They end up getting to know each other, and they really start to like each other, and all this other stuff starts to happen, but he's flying all around. He has a busy life because he's a pilot, and then some other stuff comes up and makes her hesitant of wanting to be in a relationship with him, but it's just a fun little story about how their relationship comes around, and the guy is more than he appears to be, and it's fun watching her learn who he really is. Now, Mr. Moneybags, I am sorry, I don't really remember why or how they end up together. I want to say it starts off with them getting stuck in an elevator together, and then stuff unravels that way. I think she volunteers at a Greyhound dog shelter. Remember that part because when I was younger, I went to the dog track sometimes with my dad. Sherman, everybody. Hello, Sherman. And he wants to be part of this team. When I was younger, I would like to go to the dog track with my dad because sometimes they would have some of the greyhounds in this area that were up for adoption, and it was always fun to go and see them because I'm an animal lover. It's like, I want to see him raising, I want to play with the dog. That I remember from this is that she volunteers at the shelter, and there's a fun part about that in the story. Lastly, today I am going to show you Don't Look Back by Jennifer Armentrout. You may also have seen her name as J-Lim. This was one of the first Armentrout books that I really, really enjoyed. I believe I may have read 2 before this of hers, and they just didn't totally click with me. I really enjoyed this one because it had some mystery in it. There's this girl who had an accident and her best friend died, and she can't remember anything that happened, and apparently in her life she was quite the witch. And so people are so shocked that she is acting so differently. They think something's wrong with her because she's being kind to them. She had quite the reputation. She was a rich snob. She is just struggling so hard because she's trying to get her memory back of the events that happened because people aren't sure who killed her best friend, and she was the only one that's there. So there's the frustration of trying to figure it out because everyone else is counting on her. The maid's son, I think it's the maid, or maybe it's the groundskeeper, but their son, he is one that is kind of the only one who's getting used to this new her, even though everyone thinks it's kind of weird and out there, and she was a total meanie to him before. He's trying to help her out and solve this mystery, but then she gets a little suspicious of that. Why does he want to help out? This is just a good story because you're trying to figure out who done it. And I believe not until way further in the book did I realize who it was going to be. It took me a while in this one. So I like when a book can stump me, because if you can figure out who did it right away, what's the fun of that? So I just really love this book, and this is the one that just kicked it up for me for enjoying Jennifer's books, because believe me guys, she has a lot to read, so I would definitely recommend this one. It was cool because when I met Jen, this is actually a Scholastic edition, and she pointed that out. I work at a school, as I have said, so sometimes the Scholastic stuff comes by. Some years we'll order from them and some years we won't. So it was just cool when I saw this. It was a good price, so I gotta get it. I have to read it and give it a try. Guys, that is it, what I'm going to show you today. There are more books that I have signed that I've read, but I have either showed them to you in the other video, so I don't want to get too repetitive with what I am showing you. So tell me, what are some signed books that you have read and loved? I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.